Welcome back to Autocar Review, the channel where raw power, innovation, and American muscle meet. And today, we're bringing you something legendary, something that roars straight from the heart of performance history. That's right, diving deep into the highly anticipated 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 302, a name that echoes through muscle car history. Reborn for the modern era with more attitude, power, and technology than ever before. So buckle up, rev that engine in your mind, and let's get into everything you need to know about this beastly masterpiece. Now, if you're a fan of American muscle, you already know the legacy of the Boss 302, originally introduced in 1969 as a track-ready version of the Mustang built to dominate the Trans Am racing series. The Boss 302 was a no-nonsense performance icon. Then, Ford revived it again in 2012 with another punch of naturally aspirated V8 magic, aimed at delivering purity, precision, and performance. Fast forward to 2026. And the Boss 302 returns once again, but this time, it's fiercer, more advanced, and ready to redefine what it means to be a modern muscle car under the hood. The 2026 Mustang Boss 302 is powered by a monstrous 5.4-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, specifically tuned to produce a mind-blowing 550 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. No turbos, no superchargers, just pure, old-school American muscle with modern engineering. The throttle response is immediate, the exhaust note is thunderous, and the torque delivery is addictive. Ford has even added a dual-mode active exhaust system that lets drivers choose between street-friendly tones and full-on race car scream, paired with either a 6-speed manual gearbox or an optional 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. The Boss 302 gives drivers the best of both worlds. Purists can row their own gears while feeling connected to the car like never before, while those who prefer speed and convenience can rely on the ultra-responsive automatic transmission that delivers buttery shifts with brutal acceleration. Speaking of speed, the 2026 Boss 302 isn't just about brute force in a straight line. It rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds and tops out at around 180 miles per hour. But this car was built for corners just as much as it was built for drag strips, thanks to its Magneride adaptive suspension, stiffer chassis tuning, and a Torsen limited slip differential. The Boss 302 stays planted and composed on twisty roads and racetracks alike. Ford has also made extensive use of lightweight materials in this special edition. Aluminum body panels, a vented carbon fiber hood, and a revised aerodynamic package all contribute to improved handling and high-speed stability. The front splitter, rear diffuser, and aggressive decklet spoiler aren't just for looks, but tested in the wind tunnel to provide real downforce at speed, giving the Boss 302 razor-sharp handling dynamics. And if you're wondering how it compares to the standard GT or even the Dark Horse, well, the Boss 302 is in a league of its own. It's sharper, more focused, and tuned with a track day mindset. It sits lower, grips harder, and responds quicker. You can feel it in every corner, every brake zone, every gear change. This is a Mustang that honors its past but delivers performance. With the 2026 attitude. Step inside the cabin and you'll notice the Boss 302's racing DNA continues. The interior is wrapped in a blend of premium materials and motorsport influences. Recaro performance seats come standard, offering incredible lateral support and comfort for both road and track use. Alcantara trim lines the steering wheel, shifter, and door panels, while contrast stitching and embossed Rosetta Doors badging remind you of the heritage you're driving. A fully digital 12.4-inch instrument cluster displays all the vital information you could ever need, from customizable gauges to track telemetry. And then there's the 13.2-inch SYNC5 infotainment screen, with seamless integration for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation, and over-the-air updates. Ford hasn't sacrificed tech for performance. Instead, they've merged the two beautifully. Even the drive modes are enhanced for the Boss 302. You get the usual normal, sport, track, and drag strip modes. But the Boss also features a special 302 track mode that calibrates suspension, throttle, exhaust, and transmission response to maximum aggression. Launch control and line lock come standard, helping you get the perfect launch every time. And for those who really want to dial things in, Ford Performance has included a customizable My Mode that allows you to tailor every aspect of the driving experience to your exact preferences. Safety and technology don't take a backseat either. The Boss 302 comes with Ford's Copilot 360 suite of driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and pre-collision braking. You're driving a street-legal race car, but with the peace of mind of modern safety systems watching your back. Now let's talk design. The 2026 Boss 302 doesn't just look aggressive, it looks like it wants to pick a fight. The front fascia is meaner, the grille is wider, and the air intakes are more purposeful than ever. A functional hood scoop helps with engine cooling, while the flared fenders and side skirts scream performance. Around back, the quad exhaust, tips and rear diffuser add to the drama, while the blacked-out badging, unique Boss 302-inch striping, and exclusive color options like Grabber Blue, Shadow Black, and Twister Orange completes the iconic look. Wheels are 19 inches in the front and 20 in the rear, wrapped in sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires that grip the road with authority. Massive Brembo brakes sit behind those wheels, ready to provide fade-free stopping power lap after lap. And for those looking to shave every ounce of weight, Ford is offering an optional track pack that removes the rear seats, adds a roll bar, racing harnesses, and even carbon ceramic brakes. When it comes to price, Ford hasn't gone crazy. The 2026 Boss 302 starts around $58,000, putting it right between the Mustang GT and the GT 500. But for the level of performance, engineering, and exclusivity you're getting, it's a bargain. And yes, this car is limited production. Ford, that has announced that only 4,000 units will be built globally, making it a highly collectible machine for Mustang fans and enthusiasts alike. And let's not forget the glorious soundtrack that comes from that hand-built V8 engine. From the deep burbling idle to the screaming redline howl, the Boss 302 is a rolling symphony of internal combustion. It doesn't whisper, it doesn't pick growls, it barks, and it dominates the road with an auditory experience that's quickly disappearing in the age of hybrids and EVs. Of course, there will be debates. Some will say it's not the same as the original. Some will argue that muscle cars are a dying breed in the electrified world. But what the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 302 represents is defiance. It's a celebration of mechanical performance, driver connection, and raw emotion. It's not about touchscreen gimmicks or autonomous driving, it's about you, the road, and 550 horsepower of naturally aspirated American engineering. This is more than just a Carrizza statement. It tells the world that passion still matters, that there's still room in the future for the smell of burning rubber and the sound of a high-revving V8 echoing off canyon walls. The 2026 Boss 302 is the kind of machine that you buy with your heart, drive with a grin, and keep for a lifetime, whether you're tearing up the track, cruising down the highway, or just revving it at a stoplight to feel the earth rumble. The Boss 302 delivers. It's built by enthusiasts, for enthusiasts. It doesn't care about being politically correct or fuel. It cares about speed, soul, and that feeling in your chest when the engine roars to life. So if you're one of the lucky few who get to own this beast, consider yourself part of something special. You're not just driving a car, you're driving history reborn. And for those still dreaming of owning one, keep dreaming big. Because the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 302 proves that legends never die, they just come back louder, faster, and meaner than ever. That's it for today's episode on Auto Car Review. If you love powerful cars that defy convention, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts about the 2026 Boss 302 in the comments below. Would you take this over a GT 500 or a Dodge Challenger SRT, or maybe even something European like the M4 or C63? Let us know. Thanks for watching Autocar Review, where the past, present, and future of performance collide. Until next time, keep those engines revving and the rubber burning.